Woot woot. We are live and vivo as I'm getting the chat ready to go for another rousing edition of the MLH Comment Show. The only show like it on YouTube. Hang on one second there. There we go. Wait for a few people to get on in for those notifications to go out. And we will begin what is going to be a very interesting edition of the Comment Show. Let's see. Let me give myself the big thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button if you're just getting on in. Definitely helps. Michelle, thank you for being here for however long you're here. Mike Stevens and my man, Canada is watching. What's up, buddy? Nice to have you here. Yeah, it's all good, Canada. I know what you meant. Welcome on in, Canada, man. Nice to see you here, buddy. How you been, Canada? I haven't had a chance to catch up with you lately. All right. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. All right. What kind of music? Should I hit you guys with the Sanford intro, the Stranger Things intro, the Typo Negative intro, Cubana Chica, welcome. Oh, I know. Canada, that live was crazy, man. For sure. What intro do you guys want to hear? Do you want to hear the Miami Vice intro? What are you guys feeling today? What's up, Moses? Nice to have you here, buddy. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're having a good day. Good weekend so far. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Let's see. The first person to mention which intro. We got Stranger Things. We got Typo Negative intro. We got Miami Vice. We've got Sanford and Son. MLH equals Norwegian long hair. Ginger, welcome. Hey, Ginger, I'm going to address your comment. I addressed you personally, but I want to address it on the show here because you're absolutely right. Stranger Things, Michelle says. Okay, let me find that one. Here we go. Welcome everybody to the August 17th edition of the MLH Comment Show. Welcome everybody in chat. Michelle, Mike Stevens, Canada, Cubana Chica is in the house. Moses Contreras is the proper way to say that. Ginger's in the house. Welcome everybody. I'm sure we'll have more people very soon as well. Sometimes those notifications don't quite get out very, very soon. So lots to cover today. So why do we not just get right into it? Thank you guys and gals so much for being here, whether you're lurking or you're watching. Nice to have you guys and gals here. All right, let's just get into it here. Let's get into the comments. Loves Cat. On last week's comment show, wish other folks would do comment shows too. I'm here to inspire, Loves Cat. So, patent pending. No, I'm kidding. All the cool kids have doggo in the channel pictures. I know. It's crazy. I like it. It's really cool. there was a kitty for Love's Cat in her avatar. So there you go. Thank you very much, Love's Cat, for your comment. Really appreciate it. Unindoctrinated, one of my awesome mods, says, awesome stream with Blue Unicorn. It was a fun stream. We did a little bit of suburban foraging for food. Couple of life lessons in there, which I thought was really, really nice. Flea Factory. On my post about my RP Grinder show, the video game show that I do every Friday at 7 Eastern Time on YouTube and Twitch, twitch.tv/RPGrinders, says I actually like this show and I don't even play video games. Well, thank you, Flea Factory. I appreciate that. Look, check this out, guys. I've been doing that show for 17 years, and it's a niche video game show where the first half is some video game news, and then the last half is pop culture, politics. I mean, you name it, we do it, and it's a ton of fun. I've been doing it for a long time. I've been on YouTube longer than most people realize. I've been on YouTube longer than most people's kids' age, which is strange. Let's continue on here. Keeper of the list gave me some emojis on that Blue Unicorn stream. It was great. Ginger. Let me address something with Ginger, because Ginger made a very good point. I did a video a few days ago with K-Dot, and she was concerned about how hard we went against this this lady, and I agree with her. There was no reason to berate that lady as much as we did. I could have toned it down just a bit. I can't control others and what other people say, but your point's well taken, Ginger. I addressed you personally, which I don't do because I have this comment show. I very rarely address the comments anymore because of this show. But I want you to know, Ginger, I do take what you guys and gals say to heart. And if I can improve in any which way, another person that that called me on some stuff was Susan Everett about the language. And the language is going to be a tough one for me, but I try. But your points are well taken, Ginger. There should have been no body shaming stuff. I went a little too harsh on that lady. I was just in a mood. So I'll try to keep that to a minimum. Doesn't belie the fact that she was a big bootlicking person, but anyways, thank you, Ginger. I appreciate it, and I am I am willing to change as much as I can. Yeah, Susan is tough, Michelle. But look, accountability is what it's all about, right? So I make mistakes too. I own up to them. I get that. So I just want everybody to know that your voices are not unheard on this channel. Good morning, Fab Daddy. Hope you got your morning cup of Joe. Ginger says on the last comment show, missed this and happy to catch up on the replay. Over time, YouTube creators are revealing themselves in a way that you can evaluate their goals in being on YouTube. I like MLH's goals. I very much value Jay, and I'm here for this vibe. The rest I will choose not to watch or listen to because of all of it's just garbage. I tend to agree with you, Ginger. I would never tell anybody to unsub or sub to it. Well, I'll tell people to sub, but not unsub. The point of the matter is there's a lot of, I named this edition Gatekeeping Edition. There's gatekeeping going on. There's factions that have formed. There's two very distinct factions. There's the quote-unquote bad actors faction, which I'm deeply steeped in, and I'm very proud of that, because nothing could be further from the truth. You guys can see I'm as transparent can be. I've always been that way and always will be. Carrie Ann, good morning. Nice to have you here. You should be caught up very, very soon. Beer because hair of the dog, Fab Daddy says. Yeah, I hear you. Nice to see you can listen to critical comments with grace, Cubana. That's the thing, Cubana. I do make mistakes. We all are human. We make mistakes. It's important to learn from your mistakes and, you know, move on from it and learn. And if you're not doing that, you're doing yourself and your audience a disservice. So I do keep things in mind, and I'm very happy to have people that are critical of me. And this is the reason why I do unedited content, like a lot of live content for you guys, because I want you guys to have full context, right? I mean, I could easily clip out videos and make myself look better, block out bad words and phrases, and make the other person look really really bad and myself look much better editing videos. But I choose specifically not to do that, just for this reason. How can I know how to get better if I'm not giving you guys full context? So that's the whole point of the matter. Thank you, Ginger, for your comment. I really appreciate it, and I hear ya. Bernie says, "Woohoo, Terrifier 3." Shit, that's in reference to episode 2, my post about episode 2 of Let's Talk, which episode 3 will be tonight at 7 Eastern. So hope to see you guys there. Don't know what the topic is going to be tonight, but I'll have a call-in number for you guys, and we can talk just about anything. Lori, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. What else do we got? I'm so stoked. I might even call in, Flea Factory says. Yes, I would love for people to call in tonight. It would be a ton of fun. Al SoCal, give me an emoji. Thank you very much, Al. I love Al's channel. Going way, way back. Drifter, I believe that's Drifter Shelley. On my comment about my channel being taken off, sptv.space, she says, WTF. To be honest with you, I don't want to be associated with that website anyways, because I mean I was taken off, and even when I was on that website, it would never show that I was live, so it was pretty pointless to have me on there anyways. That's kind of why I named this edition of the show Gatekeeper Edition, because there's a lot of gatekeepers out there, and that website is gatekeeped very, very biasly so. So why would I want my channel associated with a bias towards anything and everything DOA related? So I'm really happy to not be associated with that website. Let's see. Ham It Up again commented on that. Welcome to the club. I don't believe in belonging to groups where you have to be popular, or having to be liked by the autocrat, or having to suppress your views and emotions for someone else's comfort, or being judged without being heard out. You are one of the hardest working, most humanitarian people I've ever followed. The fact that you and others have been banned from that site proves everything to me. Screw the cool kids, Splinty. Keep on bringing the maverick, the renegade, the rebel, the mutineer. Groups suck. And then I don't know what that link is, but I'll check it out later. Ham It Up. Ham It Up's a perfect example. She's not on that website anymore. Later, Michelle, thank you for being here. Sir Crepitus posted a relevant comment regarding this. Absolutely, Ginger. I saw that. I was saddened to see him go, but I'm glad he's going to get his medical stuff taken care of. I'm hoping that he comes back, because I think that would be a triumphant thing, right? I think that would be really, really cool. I have deep respect for people like Crepitus and Poe and Becky and a lot of other people that were really taken advantage of and treated like shit, like myself, Ellie, and a bunch of others that were Brain Fog, just Sassafras is another one. I mean, just nonsense. Ham It Up never made the cut, which was ridiculous, because she does really great content. And I mean, the gatekeeper over there is just ridiculous, and I think more and more people are you know seeing the truth for what it is, and if they don't see the truth for what it is, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, on both ends of the spectrum politically, like, you can't talk to that person because they just have this sense of entitlement, I guess, that keeps the, you know, um, whatever. I don't know. It's just a bunch of shit, bunch of dumb stuff that I'm not really interested in. Unindoctrinated, welcome. KT PETA, welcome. Nice to have you here. It's sad that the good people are going through this. Yeah, I mean, but that which does not kill us makes us stronger. Um, oh my God! And here's a comment. Here's an example of a hater here. With ham it up again. Correct, but maybe you shouldn't have eaten and had an alcoholic beverage at the La Poubelle when you were well aware of what happened. Why? uh, what people do? Look, that whole La Poubelle thing, right? I agree. The owner of that place, Coster, is a piece of shit. Whatever. You can feel however you want to feel about these people, but I mean, are you to not enjoy yourself? I mean, have a beverage somewhere, whether you know or not. I mean, it's like, I try to put it this way. I play video games, right? And if I hear that a developer is a piece of shit in somehow some capacity, should I not play that video game and punish everybody else on that worked on that video game, and not play it, not buy it because one person was an asshole? You know, it's like Hamid Up says it here. You have no idea why I did that, and I have never asked. Mind your own business. See, Hamid Up may have did that for a reason, and we just don't know why. Maybe she wanted to just have a good meal. Maybe she heard there were good meals there. Whatever, Keeper, what's up, man? He says the brain fog is real. ABI semi-catatonic for 2.5 years. Yeah. Poop bells. Yeah. Bernie's was in here, was she? I didn't see Bernie. Um, okay. Let's see. To me, I look at it smart undercover work. Hammered up again was not known as a protester there. Yeah, I mean, it could have been that. you know, I mean, and Drifter makes a good point here too. Many people in comments wanted someone to go into La Poubelle undercover and then report. She did it while no one else did. So now what do you have to say, coward? Yeah, I agree, Drifter. I mean, and there was no comment, no reply to that. So there you go. All right, so Flea Factory on my sbtv.space comment says, what in the hell's going on? I hate to say it, but it's starting to look like there's an agenda or cliquey politics at play. PETA hasn't been at it either, despite her daily anti-Scientology content. It's a shame because I know a lot of work went into making that website, and it used to be great, non-biased resource for people who want to support the movement. That should be the most important factor in all of this. Sadly, it appears as if more and more people are losing the plot. 100% Flea Factory. When you are the sole gatekeeper of something like that, then anything you're the only one that's making the decisions. It's ridiculous. It should be unbiased, but it's not. It's clear it's not. I mean, is there any bigger anti-Scientology protester in Denver right now than me? Name me one. Just name me one. Just one. I'm not saying I'm more important than anybody else, but I'm saying, is there a bigger anti-Scientology protester in Denver than myself? I'll wait. I'll wait for anybody. I mean, tell me. I'd like to meet them. Honestly. Yeah, she's working today, Keeper. She made herself work today. All right. let's continue on. Thank you, Flea Factory, for that comment. Also, if they try to say it's because you haven't been protesting lately, which I just did a protest not too long ago, or making enough anti-Scientology content, I call BS. Few people are protesting right now, and there are channels on there that do crafts, cooking, cop watching, general chit chat, and that's not necessarily focused on Scientology. All kinds of stuff, and also channels who have been inactive for a while. Exactly. And then Wendy here. Really, Cop Watching's channel has Scientology channels that has more subscribers than anyone. I have no idea what you're talking about, Wendy. Wendy's just a troll. That's all it is. Joko, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you being in here. All right, let's continue on. Oh, man. What is this website, Gimmickless says? And then Chris says, it's sort of a one-stop shop website where you can find a list of all the creators who have identified under the SPTV banner. It also allows you to see who's currently live and links their channel. Well, I would say all, but not all. I mean, that's obvious. The gatekeepers, yeah, see, here it is. Ham It Up says, but only if they like you. Yeah, exactly. Only if Fluffer Squirrel likes you will you be on that channel. So, wow, 100% likes. I know, that's crazy, Cubana. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. I really appreciate that. KT Peta says, replay team here. Sorry, I missed it. You never have to apologize, KT Peta. Most of my content is left up there for you guys to view after the fact. It's all good in the hood. Hey there, buddy. Thanks, KT Peta. All right. Let's see. MLH bringing the verbal hammer down. Way to go. Nicely done. Sometimes I don't pull any punches, KT Peta. It's I don't like drama on the channel, but sometimes you have to dress a little bit of it. You don't do too bad yourself, DOA says. Yes, I agree with that. DOA is a fraud, I should say, not DOA. I agree. KT Peta does a great job on her channel. Does it matter to me? Welcome, sir. Nice to have you here. Thank you for being a member. Good morning. Yes, good morning to you. Matthew says, SBTV took me off about a week after they put me on the site without any explanation. I didn't even ask why. At the time they took me off, I was one of the hardest protesters on the scene. I agree, Matthew. It's just a gatekeeping website. That's all it is. If they don't like you, if DOA doesn't like you, then you're off of that site no matter what. And if you're on the site, you gotta wonder if you're actually being showing live or not. Like, it's a horrible site now. It used to be really good, and now it's worthless. It's a worthless site. It really is. It's not unbiased. It's a very biased site. Windy City says, make sure you contact Fluffer Squirrel directly to fix this. Why do I have to contact Fluffer Squirrel, Windy? I mean, she's not going to put me back on. She's part of that whole crew of deviants. So I have no respect for her and no respect for that thing, and nor do I want to be associated with it. MG Hobby Room says the same thing. Just email Fluffer Squirrel and sort it out. No, thank you. Not interested. I was on that website and I was taken off, and that's enough for me to know what's going on. And Amy M points out something that I knew here from that website. Additionally, when your channel was on it and when you were live, it wouldn't indicate that you were live. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. So do I want to be associated with a website that decides to do those type of things? Absolutely not. I don't want to have nothing to do with it at all, or her, or any of her mean girl crew that she's part of. And I could name a list of mean girls, which also includes guys. They're mean girls too. So why would I want to do that? I'm not even, not even halfway interested in that anymore. Pinche Becky, welcome to you. Nice to have you here as well. Am I missing anybody? Gimmickless, welcome. I just went over one of your comments, buddy. Thank you, Underdoctrinated. There are memberships available if you guys have a few extra bucks. Please, it does help. I am a YouTube creator. I do bring a lot of content to you guys and gals, and it's greatly appreciated. It's nice to have gas money and stuff like that to continue to do what I'm doing. So I do appreciate that. A club that we can't be a part of. Exactly, Gimmickless. I care not to be part of that. In the middle of the encampment, I got an email, or maybe in chat, I was told to send them an email to tell her it was okay to list me. Like I had time to do that at the time. What was a little busy. See, that's the thing. Why do you have to beg to be on that website, right? I mean, shouldn't it be people asking you to be on the website? Like you're the one providing them with another piece of your directory and stuff. It's ridiculous. I don't have anything against them, to be honest. I do. Doesn't matter, but I'm keeping most of that to myself. Citizen Z, MLH in chat. Hope all goes well on the homeless front. I love the work you do. Just wanted to stop in and give you a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Citizen Z. It's been a while since I've seen you. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate that. And I'm still doing it every once in a while, Citizen Z. I did a really short homeless outreach. I did 2 recently. One was a little bit bigger, but it's few and far between because I just don't have the money to do it as often as I used to because my supplier of food got cut off. So they quit that job, and I just couldn't keep up with it. But I do get out there every once in a while, Z. Thank you very much for the comment. I put out a comment about Carrie Ann getting very close to the 1,000 mark, and we successfully got her up and over that mark. So congratulations to Carrie Ann. She's got a fabulous channel. Free Jeff Winehouse said subbed. Thank you, Free Jeff Winehouse. Texas teacher also subbed. So thank you very much for that, Texas teacher. Really appreciate that. I watched a couple where there was an off-duty cop in uniform watching the homeless. Oh, yeah. You saw that one, Citizen Z? That was a good one. That was one of my finest moments, I think, Citizen Z. It was a good one. Glad you watched that. I chased them away, and they haven't been back since. So, yeah, for sure, Carrie Ann. We got you lots of support. Drifter Shelley said she only needed 6 more. We definitely got her over the mark, though. Thank you, everybody who subbed to Carrie Ann. She just got a fabulous channel, and really enjoy it. It's a really laid-back channel. All right. And then on last week's Let's Talk, episode 2, Flea Factory said, thanks for allowing me to speak. And then Olka CZ says, hi, Flea Factory. Thank you for speaking out the truth. I feel absolutely the same. I respect Marilyn and understand she is under a lot of pressure of trolls, but she did fuel the Ellie issue, and I did comment under her original video. If you checked her first video on Ellie, you can see who turned her against Ellie and Jay in the live chat. She might have finished Ellie off with that. I hate that she is doubling down now without seeing the whole video and actually makes it about herself. I was afraid to comment on the second video. I think they don't take the hints. Sad. Flea Factory responded to that. I understand your feelings and they're completely valid. The bullying issues in this community very much need to be addressed. Supporters and creators have legitimate concerns, but they often get drowned out by the trolls, so I thought it was important to talk about it. That being said, I always try to be direct while still leading with compassion. It's easy to get angry sometimes. It's a lot harder to temper that anger with objectivity, but I tried my best to do that. It's important to remember that we're all human, and it's possible Marilyn did not fully realize the tone of some of her live streams, the way they appeared to supporters, and the impact they had on the community. I believe she has since taken down the stream with Jay, and even though it took some time, I commend her for that. In addition to the trolls, almost any kind of receipt can be manipulated these days. For example, a screenshot without context or a partial text conversation being forwarded without showing the entire conversation. I'm not implying Marilyn did that, but some may have done that and sent it to her because she probably gets a ton of texts, emails, and messages every day. Also, when someone puts themselves out there on the internet, they become victim to a lot of trolls and bullying themselves. If you didn't ignore a lot of it, it would probably break a person. I'm not trying to make excuses for her, just trying to put myself in her shoes. I am pleased she is listening, recognizing I'm beginning to take accountability. It's never too late. I guess we will see how it goes from here. Well, it's gone pretty sourly from there. I mean, Marilyn is just here's the problem with Marilyn, okay? She likes to put the back of her hand to her forehead and claim that she has the vapors, and I was mean to her. I said fuck her and fuck her channel, which I did, and I stand by those comments because she's one of these people that is kind of conniving. And you're right, she takes things out completely out of context or doesn't have the context and says she has receipts. She has none. So I'm with you on giving her a chance to turn it around. I do like the fact that she took that bullying stream down. That is a good start. But when are you going to start taking responsibility for your actions and start issuing a few apologies, Marilyn? That's the problem. If you can do that, you're on the road to recovery. But, as of right now, I haven't heard anything. So it is what it is. Bernie said 3 more on Carrie Ann's channel. We definitely got her over there, didn't we? Just a nuttering. Deadpool and Wolverine. Recent good movie. I agree. I don't think it's underrated, but it was a good movie. And then Drifter Shelley tells us that Carrie Ann got her 1,000 subs, which was awesome. Ginger said she doubled down, making it about herself. Either zero empathy for the effect of her statements. 100% Ginger. And, it is. Citizen Z says, I learned it's not just about throwing money at it. It's about outreach. 100% Citizen Z. You can buy a full case of water for like $4 at Sam's and have a good conversation with people that, maybe need a conversation, Pinche Becky says, the concept of the site is great. The way it is run isn't. I've always sat on the grass for lunch, not in the cafeteria. Didn't belong to a group then, don't belong to a group now. 100% Pinche Becky, 100%. Let's see. Yep, Keeper, I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, couldn't agree with you more. And I respect Flea Factory too, Carrie Ann, for sure. All right, Loves Cat says, who tatted on you on a copyright strike? That's a good question, Loves Cat. I mean, I can venture a few guesses. I'm not going to, but I think it's kind of obvious who ratted on me. But that's okay. After October, the strike will be gone, and my channel will be free of nonsense. So there you go. Keeper of List with the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And Keeper, I do appreciate you popping in on RP Grinders every once in a while. Barcode, thank you for gifting those memberships. I really appreciate that. Victoria, Tally, Jen, Sunflower, all make sure that you thank Barcode for that. And Maya, make sure you thank Barcode. Hold on one second here. I'm a little parched. Hang on, I gotta get something to drink. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, something to drink here. Refreshing. I feel that way about both of you guys, Flea Factory and Carrie Ann. Just excellent people all around. All right, Nunya says, I thought about calling, but I changed my mind since I've never been much of a movie watcher. Hey, it's all good in the hood, Nunya. Maybe we'll have a different topic of discussion tonight at 7 Eastern. Olka CZ says, my underrated movies are oldies that I need to rewatch soon. With Nail and I have no idea what that is. Shallow Grave. I've seen that one. Shallow Grave is an underrated movie. Both UK and The Commitments, Ireland. Yeah, The Commitments is a good movie. Singles is an underrated movie. I know younger people from Seattle who don't know Singles. That's strange, Olka, because Singles was kind of a staple and had a great soundtrack. The soundtrack was fantabulous. Let's see. Who else do we got in here? Okay. I'm caught up. Unindoctrinated on the replay crew. I always appreciate you, Unindoctrinated. You guys give some thumbs up for the mods in chat. I mean, they work really, really hard at what they do. I've got really, really great mods. Thank you guys so much for helping me out every time I go live and stuff. People like Unindoctrinated and Matthew and quite a few others that I have as mods. I really appreciate them. But Unindoctrinated's is always in there. Matthew quite a bit. You guys rock. I appreciate all my mods. All right, let's continue. Lupe on my messages that I put on the street says, that's awesome. Thank you very much. It was a fun day chalking. I have to take rest in between because my back is very arthritic. It's really tough for me to do those type of things. So I appreciate it when you guys give me good comments and let me know that I'm doing a good job. It does help. Helps get me through. Jeff Winehouse, free Jeff Winehouse with an emoji. Thank you very much. Rosie Things says her channel's only 800 away. We'll get you there, Rosie. When you get close to a milestone, let me know, and I'll help you out with that. I love to help people get their milestones on that stuff. Big Chief too, yes. Bernie, Ellie, yes. All of them, all the above. They all are fabulous people, and I can't thank them enough, for sure. Never been in their shoes, but it makes me extremely sad to see people living like that. I wish I could wave a magic wand and have it stop. Fentanyl, ISO, trank, crocodile, heroin is rampant. 100% Citizen Z, but not all of them are drug addicts and alcoholics. You have to really get to know people. You know what I mean? Hudson Hawk is one of my favorite underrated movies, Carrie Ann says. That is an underrated movie. I kind of like that movie, too. My comments are always good. Trolling comments. Gimmickless says, yeah. No, you're fine. Pippi, welcome. Nice to have you here as well. Thank you for joining. All right, let's continue on here. On my video titled The Return, that's where I did all the chalking at the Sciento building. I like a little chalk tech in my life. Exactly. Drifter, thank you. I think that's Drifter Shelley, another fabulous human being. Susan Everett, she's kind of like my elder statesman, she says, on the replay, boss, grandma stuff. Of course, Susan Everett. I know you got stuff to do. It's all good. Thank you for watching the replay, and thank you for being a member for at least 3 months. Really appreciate that. Okay, so the SBTV space thing again. Belagia says, have you contact them first to sort it out? It must just be some kind of error. It's no error. It's calculated. And like I said, I don't care to be associated with that website anymore. Pippi807 says, excellent job on my chalk art. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Loves Cat says, if I came to help you, I would get half of that done. Not too bad for an old lady, though. Loves Cat, I'm sure you would probably do more than I could do out there. All right, let's continue on. Cuppa Tea says, that's amazing, MLH. Thanks for all you do. Thank you very much for the comment. I appreciate that. Canada is watching, says, chalk is real talk. It's not ignored, just denied. One thought at a time planted will produce a change in a person's life. Even if you don't see it initially, stay vigilant and continue the change. 100% Canada. That's why I love doing the chalk thing, because people do see the chalk, right? And I'm hoping, my goal is to get one person out of that Denver org. I keep looking in my emails for somebody that is inside that org that wants to just have a conversation. And I will pay for lunch or dinner or whatever, and let's talk about it. Let's see if we can come to some type of arrangement, maybe where I can help you get out of that organization. Just one. That's my goal. Hold on one second here. I gotta take a drink every once in a while. Namfik, welcome. Good morning to you, sir. What else do we got here? Still can't get over Curtis being in LA now and not in Denver, MLH. Well, that's because that's what Scientology does. They're a lot like the Catholic Church in that manner. If somebody gets in trouble, they move people around and all that stuff, you know. Allison Art Supply Hoarderland says, hi, great chalk art. Subbed. Thank you for the sub, Allison Art Supply Hoarderland. That's a mouthful. Thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the content. And if you wouldn't mind considering being a member of the channel, it's very cheap, less than a cup of coffee. You can be a member of the channel. I also have all the normal things, cash apps and all that in the link section. So thank you all for any contributions that you guys make. The Wicked Woman gave me a mustachioed emoji. That's an ominous mustachioed emoji, Wicked Woman. Thank you for the comment, though. Nameless says, Replay Crew, thank you, MLH. Your dedication to helping people is making me cry ugly tears. God bless you for teaching people how to be a force for good and change. Like I said, I just want to inspire at least one person to do some of the things that I do. Even one thing that I do would be great. All the good things, none of the bad things. Evicting families video, DGRM76 says, saw a vid a while back where a hotel boarded people inside their rooms because it went out of business. The cops wouldn't do anything. The people had to get them out. Well, the cops never do anything anyways. I've proven that time and time again. They caused a lot of chaos and BS. So anyways, Fuzzy on my chalking video. Thank you, DGRM76, for the comment. I really do appreciate it. Fuzzy says, you have a really nice chalkmanship, MLH. Thank you, Fuzzy. I don't have the best penmanship, but sometimes in the chalk it comes out pretty damn good, right? It is outlandish, isn't it, KT PETA? All right. Al SoCal 1044. They don't care. You called them out 100%. I did. That was a great video. Evicting family. I'm really proud of that. By the way, I have updates on that. The communications director, I'm going to tell you guys directly, and I do have the document. I did put in a document. What happened was, for those who didn't see that video, I caught a bunch of guys just sitting around doing nothing, watching the proceedings. There were a couple of photographers there. There was the communications director. Actually, he was the deputy communications director for Aurora. His name is Ryan Luby. Any guesses on how much the deputy communications director makes? I'll wait for you guys in chat. How much do you guys think he makes? This is a receipt. This is what I talk about when I say that I'm doing things when I'm not on camera. How much do you guys think he makes? I'll wait for a second here. Not yet, KT PETA. There's an update on that I'll give you in just a second. KT PETA says 130. Fab Daddy says 175. Matthew says 169. It's in between KT and Fab Daddy's assessments there. $144,000 is what that idiot makes. 144. If he was in California, Becky, guaranteed he would have made over 200K. But in Denver, or in Aurora, I mean, $144,000 to do what he was doing there. Sit and do nothing and be disrespectful to the public. So I'm not quite done with him. I think I'm going to put a complaint on him. I don't know. I have to think about that because, I really got to think about that. If people want to bully me for that, go ahead. You'll get called out too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Flea Factory. $144,000. $144,000 to sit and try. I mean, he tried to be snippy with me, but I chased him off, and I chased off all those people there. They were sitting around doing nothing, and what did I do? I put a camera on them, and eventually one of the photographers got up and went around. By the way, KT PETA, just an update on that. I forgot to put the exact date on there, so they came back to me and they said we don't have a date for when, and so I put the date on there. So there you go. The update is I'll be getting it real soon. All the pictures from 8:45 to 11 a.m. I'll be getting all of those pictures that photographer took, which might prove something else. I might have uncovered a little bit of corruption, and I'll explain that later when I get the pictures. But I may have uncovered a little bit of corruption there. Okay, Lori on the replay crew. Thank you very much, Lori. I love your avatar, the far out man. Let's see. You mean he doesn't even have the talent to pick his nose while he's sitting there? Exactly, Nampic. He was sitting there they all were literally doing nothing. And I wasn't even going to say anything even about that. I mean, it was pretty obvious from the camera. But then the other photographer took a picture of me, which, why? Why? Me of all people, me or K-Dot, why do you do such stupid things when you know, you all know who we are, and you're going to fucking do that to me of all people? It's not going to work. Not going to work. All right. Marcab Recon, a.k.a. Sir Crepitus, says, I appreciate all the work that went into making and maintaining that website, but I wish it wasn't up to only one person to make these decisions. A few people who deserve a spot on that website have been blacklisted, possibly because of personality issues between creators or because of who people associate with. I would contact her directly by email if you can. Perhaps she will change her mind. No, she won't change her mind, and I'm not going to beg to be on that website, Crepitus. And I did see your post about it recently and how you're going to be off of YouTube. I really wish after you get your medical issues, you come back and you come back strong, because you're one of the good ones. And we need your voice. We really do, Crepitus. And I've been meaning to try to talk to you and get your perspective on things and stuff like that, but I know you're kind of taking a step back, and I fully understand that, because there have been several times in my YouTube career, even going back to my other channel, where I felt the same way. And I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to kowtow to a bunch of bullies. I'm not going to do it. But your specific circumstance, I get it. But as far as that website, I'm not going to beg that person. I'm not going to beg Fluffer Squirrel to be on a website that she obviously is the gatekeeper of, and it's becoming very increasingly clear that she's definitely biased towards the DOA minions and other people. You hit the nail on the head, Crepitus. I know you're very diplomatic, but I'm more of a 2x4 to the face type of guy. So if I see bullshit, I'm going to call bullshit out for what it is, and I'm not going to dance around names or things of that nature. So bullshit needs to be called out where bullshit is, and I'm calling it out. It's total fucking horseshit. All right, let's continue on. Tanya, welcome. Nice to have you here. I was seeing some reports of gangs taking over apartment complexes. Do you know or have you heard anything about that? I think that's manufactured gimmickless. I have heard about those things, but it's definitely not happening in Denver, in the Denver metro area and Aurora. But that's not to say that it isn't happening somewhere gimmickless. So I'll keep my eye open for that. Flea Factory says Anonymous Lens also requested her name be taken off the site. I wish more creators would do that in protest to what the site has become. I think it's coming, Flea Factory. I think more and more people will do that because that website is a sham. It's not anything like how it used to be. So that would be the natural progression of things. Just ask for your channel. If you don't like what's going on there and the fact that Fluffer Squirrel is the gatekeeper of everything to do with that website, then I would recommend taking your stuff off. Because you never know if you're going to be shown, like if you're live, if it's going to show you're live. Maybe you made a comment to somebody or somebody doesn't like you. Part of the Mean Girls crew doesn't like you. So Fluffer will just flip a button that will make you not visible live, or she will just take you off the site entirely like she did me for no reason whatsoever other than she doesn't like the way that I treat some, like Marilyn and a bunch of those mean girls over there. So I don't need to be associated with it, and if other people followed suit, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, just request that your name get taken off. Exactly. I swear it takes 3 teenagers and a blunt to be considered a gang. I know. I know, Fab Daddy. A better one would be great, wouldn't it? There are 2 foundations. There's no reason why there couldn't be 2 websites. I mean, it's a thought. Carrie Ann, it is a thought, isn't it? Wouldn't it be nice to have an all-inclusive website instead of a gatekeeping website? I agree. Carrie Ann, maybe we'll talk later. A better one would be great, Pippi says. They're hateful, that's all. I agree, Pippi, 100%. Becky isn't on there either, and the only one she has spoken out about is DOA. That is kind of weird, huh? Anybody that speaks out against DOA and goes hard against, especially if you're, okay, so this is how it goes, guy. I'm going to give you guys the breakdown real quick. If you're a tiny creator or a smaller creator, I happen to be one of the biggest creators that was taken off of that website, but anything below my sub count of just over 6,000, can you imagine somebody that's at 100, 500, somewhere in there? You could just be plucked like nothing, like you're nothing, and that's what's going on over there. They're getting rid slowly but surely of all the small websites, right, that don't align with DOA's quote unquote values, all right, or any of the DOA crew, anybody associated with DOA. If you piss off any one of them and word gets back to Fluffer Squirrel, then there you go. You're off the site, or you're not going to be shown live when you're live. Why do you want to be associated with that site to begin with? It's ridiculous. All right, Mimi's Love says, been out of the loop for a bit. I'm glad you're out there still spreading the message. Thank you, Mimi's Love. Appreciate that. Keeper of the List with another emoji. Thank you, Keeper. Appreciate that. Cooper Gibbler says, good chalk tech. Lunch on me is a great idea. I think it's a great idea, too. Nobody has taken me up on it yet, which how could you, not take me up on that for the free lunch alone, right? Sass and Ham It Up weren't on there either, and the same goes for them. They just speak out about DOA. See? There you go. Brain fog is another one I don't think that's on there. You have to consider, what would all-inclusive mean? Coming up with fair inclusion rules would be the struggle. Yeah, I know. There's only one person that's super toxic that I would, personally not want on there, but that's, not for me to decide. I don't have a website of that nature. Plus, I don't like to get into the gatekeeping process. You know what I mean? Has Aja been taken off? Oh, I'm wondering. I mean, maybe you can check, Pippi. I would be curious. Most likely it'll happen real soon. But she might be too big of a channel. See, that's the thing. If you're too big of a channel, then they don't want to take you off. So, Cammed Up Caveman, welcome. Nice to have you here. HEO is lurking. Actually, you're not lurking anymore, sir. You're typing into the chat. But welcome. Nice to have you here. Gimmickless says, you make a great point about officer safety and how it's no longer a dangerous job. It's not that it's not a dangerous job. It's just it's way low on the danger. I mean, when you can shoot somebody in the back and get away with it and kill someone, it's not very dangerous. Shoot first and ask questions later. Policing in America has become an increasingly not or a very safe job because you're afforded the protections of being able to literally murder somebody and get away with it. It's happened time and time and time again. They only do it with channels they think that they can get away with, Fleet Factory says. 100%. She was out there every day protesting and did a great job, Pippi says. I agree with you, Pippi. These are the channels we should be exalting and featuring and trying to get their levels up. I mean, I wish I could get my level up to 7,000 to 10,000. But I've been embroiled in this whole drama bullshit, and I keep losing subs every day because of it. It's just really, really weird. When does it stop? Yep, I knew it. Aja's still there because she's too big of a channel. They won't mess with those. At least not right now. Brain fog is on the list? Okay, cool. You haven't been removed, Carrie Ann? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Cammed Up, welcome, man. Nice to have you in here. We brought attention to it, and they may stop. Well, that's true. Maybe they will. Yeah. No, I agree, Carrie Ann. Let's be fair about things. If brain fog's on there, then great. That's cool. I must have not seen her when I was looking through it. I'm just done with that website altogether. Can you guys kind of get the sense of it? It's like I don't like gatekeeping websites like that. It's ridiculous. It's one thing to not include somebody because you overlooked them or whatever, but when I was on that website and I never was shown live when I was live, and then all of a sudden I'm taken off with no explanation. Fuck that site. I don't need it. I don't need any of it. Gimmickless says that guy was upset that you interrupted his mayonnaise gargling. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're just a bunch of punks over there that make a lot of money for doing a lot of nothing. Old guy Mitch, welcome. Nice to have you here. Please hit that like button if you guys haven't done so already. Really appreciate that. I know the reason I was removed because a stinky bum in a meth-fueled rage claimed I'm Osa. All it takes is one sentence from the guy, right, Matthew? I mean, I see that. So her being added is new. Yeah, see, Fleet Factory, I knew I wasn't crazy. They just added. All right, that's good for her, I guess. I don't know if I would want to be associated with that website anymore. Elron Liar on the replay crew. Elron Liar's got a fabulous channel that you guys all should check out. He's fantastic. I have a lot of respect for Elron, and he's got a great channel. It's really disturbing, Elron says. Continue on. Taxpayer money at its finest. Exactly. What's with the photographer? He's acting like this is the most important picture ever of the street or the building. I know. I saw that too. It's like when I got there, they started quote unquote working. It's like whatever, man. I know. I'm on to y'all. Maybe that's the case, Carrie Ann. I'll be fair about it, but that website's still a gatekeeping piece of pile of poo, you know. HCO, who's in chat, lurking, sometimes not lurking, says, be kind to others or you get no sandwich. And that's in reference to the homeless outreach stream I did. There was a guy who took a rock and busted Bernie's window at her place of work. I was not going to give that dude a sandwich. Fuck that guy. Gimmickless says they keep trying to change the name of transients since the 80s doesn't change what they are. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll continue to say homeless because it just, it's how I've always seen that. Cape Cod is in the house. What's up, Cape Cod? Nice to have you here. I just support people I like to listen to, plain and simple. If it's too filled with hate and drama, I just quit listening. 100% Sue Adams. Thank you. I appreciate that. And luckily, I'm not on your bad side yet. Luckily, and I hope to stay that way. I want to keep you as a sub. I want to keep all my subs and all my members. Absolutely. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know you feel the same way, Tanya. I mean, if I didn't do good work, you guys wouldn't be here. That guy who tried to rage was upset that they had to look like they were working. I know. That's right. Let's see. Exactly, Carrie Ann. That's what my problem is. Gatekeeping. With one person. One person is the sole person who decides who's on that site. Chris on the drums says, replay crew, good on you, MLH. Thanks for helping these folks out. Thank you, Chris, for the comment. Really appreciate it. Flea Factory on my post about putting in the request says, I know it's bullshit, whatever it is. It is. One of the officers that was on the scene, his name is Robert Wong. KDOT and I have a long history with Robert Wong, up to and including him doxing KDOT on a live stream. And we're still working on getting that motherfucker fired because he should be fired. Yeah, and it is bullshit. You heard me say one. It was 144,000, just over 144,000 for the deputy communications director who has no communication skills whatsoever. Have no idea why he's in that position. Ryan Luby. Robert Wong, I believe, makes 130,000 a year. I could be wrong on that total. I did get it, but 130, somewhere around 130,000 a year, Flea Factory, for a K9 unit regular officer. Total nonsense. He does have a shady past, Matthew. We're on to him. We are on to Robert Wong like no other. So I'm really not a bad person, but if I had somebody break my window with a rock, I'd give him a tuna fish sandwich from a can of cat food. No, I'm big. Bernie is so nice to everybody. Everybody knows how joyful Bernie is, but I'm not gonna reward somebody for that kind of behavior. No way. I'd much rather feed someone else that clearly can keep their hands to themselves. Okay, request education levels and security clearance, Keeper says. I could do that, but I think it's more relevant to get their salaries so we know how much these idiots make. Okay, let's continue on here. Lots of comments this time. I love it. This helps keep the comment show going, y'all. Keeper says, hi, Bernie. Of course he says, hi, Bernie. What else we got here? Pallone with some emojis. Thank you very much. Pallone's one of my first 50 subs. He's OG. Thanks for what you do, MLH, Pallone says. Thank you for what you do, Pallone, and thank you for the comment. Nameless says, replay crew. Thank you for watching on the replay, Nameless. Maybe they want to house migrants and use the building for that. Didn't Chicago get $600 million from the government? I don't think so, Nameless. They want it for like, I don't know, like storage and stuff like that, maybe. I don't know. They're going to court over that particular building. But here's my feeling on it. I don't like the immigrant hate. I think the homeless problem is being added. So when people say that, oh man, these people are getting vouchers and they're getting money to, to live and stuff. I mean, I agree it's bullshit. Why can't you take the homeless that we already have on the street and do those type of things with them first? But if you think about it, like if we just let those people on the street, then we have more homeless people. And then the problem gets exacerbated. So any help for people in general, I like. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with that at all. Um, yeah, and they get paid six figures or more to harass homeless people, Flea Factory says. Exactly. 100%. Disciplinary stuff, Matthew says. Yes, Matthew, we've uncovered quite a bit. He cost the city of Aurora $80,000 because he let his dog chew on a woman's leg for a while, unnecessarily so. And so the city of Aurora settled for $80,000 on that. He's got another case going, and I'm trying to get information on that, but it's really, really hard to get info on that. So there's a lot going on there. He's an absolute worthless piece of trash, and he's currently under investigation for the doxing of KDOT, because how did he get where KDOT lives? So there's more to be had on that. I will get back with you. Sometimes it takes a long time to give you guys receipts, and I understand that. So, which, by the way, let me address something on the receipt thing. It was TCD who was challenging me on something, and I want to make something very clear. She wanted to know if I raised some money for some body cam footage when I got pushed to the ground, which TCD was in the same room. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I never asked for money for the body cam footage at when I got pushed down by the cop. All right, I had a lawyer. I had no reason to ask anybody for money for that. So the insinuation was that I was grifting, right? That's how I took it. I've never been a grifter. What I do with my money is my own business, right? But a lot of times I tell you guys what I do with my money. I get requests. There was one time that I did ask for some money because KDOT and I had some requests to get that neither one of us had money at the time. And it was like a one-off thing. And it was like $300 or so, and I raised, I think, $200 and some dollars to get those requests. And I did provide those requests. I'll have to go back and tell you guys exactly what it was. But I did literally provided the receipts of what I paid for in the community section. So when people question me and my integrity, I kind of take it seriously. So just to let everybody know, I've always been 100% transparent with almost any money that I get on here. And I go above and beyond and let you guys know what I make on YouTube, which is basically nobody's business, right? So there you go. No, you just got done mowing your lawn, Cape Cod? Ugh, I don't envy you. Johnny Bravo, welcome to the chat. He says, don't entertain a person's response to your life if it don't affect them. F them, to be honest. Kind of agree, Johnny. Grown-ass man shouldn't need to explain to another his or her business that don't involve another facts. I agree. Yeah, KT says, grifting? My ass, you were assaulted that day. Leos know better and are or should be held to accountable in higher standards. I agree. Even though records requests should be free, they are not unindoctrinated. See, that's the thing. If I do happen to come to you guys and say, look, I'm needing money for something, it's because I literally don't have any money. You know, I've spent it all on food and gas and other life things. You know, so if I ever do that, it's in a pinch, you know, and that's what this community is all about. I mean, if you guys want me to bring you the receipts, then I bring them, you know, and I always have. And I've always appreciated it too. Let's see. Oh, please, the biggest idiot who talks so much shit about other streamers is the biggest grifter. F him asking just questions. I know. I know, Becky, it's ridiculous, right? Al, thanks for the emojis. Appreciate that. Steve Ladner says, something is very wrong when low information people with a few months of training is being paid more than most medical professionals with many years of higher education. I couldn't agree with you more, Steve Ladner. Matter of fact, on the channel I've chronicled this. In Norway, you have to have a 4-year degree plus training to be a cop. I mean, it's intensive, and it should be intensive. With ongoing training and mental evaluations and all kinds of factors that go into that job, because it can be taxing. Sue Irwin gave me some heart emojis. Thank you very much, Sue. Appreciate you. Nunya, who's in chat, says, watching replay. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, Nunya. I appreciate you. You can catch Nunya on Hot Tub Time Machine with Bernie B, myself, and Fab Daddy, and a bunch of other people every Sunday. So tomorrow we'll be doing another one, and it should be a ton of fun. 9 Eastern on Bernie's channel. So make sure you check that out. If you guys want to get away from all the drama and just have a little bit of adult karaoke fun with a lot of, overzealous and horny adults, I guess is the best way to put it, then that's the show for you. Flea Factory says, Poe's a good guy. Hope he's feeling better soon. I just saw Poe do a live stream yesterday, so I hope he's on the mend. Best wishes to Poe. He was having some medical type issues, but good on him that he's back out there doing some awesome work. I'm not a grifter, but all gifts sent my way will be opened with childhood abandonment. I think you mean wonderment, Fab Daddy. I hear you. I would support 4-year degree requirement for cops. I would also insist on more supportive financial aid for college students. 100%, Carrie Ann, couldn't agree with you more there. Lupe says, thanks for the info. You're welcome. Appreciate you. Thank you for the comment. Chris on the drums says, oh man, my thoughts and prayers are with you, Poe on the go. Hope you get to feel better soon. Yes, we all hope that Poe feels better. He is back doing content, though, which is great. Nice to hear that. Ginger, who was in chat earlier, I think she's still here, says, go get him. I will. I'll go get him. Pippi says, sending healing energy and prayers to Poe. By the way, thank you, Ginger, Pippi, and all the members for being members. I really appreciate that. It does help me in my endeavors. The less than a cup of coffee. I produce a lot of content, so a lot of hours of hard work that I do. I joke with Bernie all the time. This is my full-time job, and I work more than full-time hours. So, a lot of times I work more than full-time hours. What you see on camera is just but a fraction of what I do. So, I absolutely love Poe and Sir Crepitus. Yes, the good dudes for sure. Homeless is a major problem here in Cape Cod. There's a homeless problem everywhere, Cape Cod, and nobody has real solutions to it. I have solutions to it, but nobody wants to hear it. It's just the way that it is. All right, let's continue on here. I fell asleep waiting for you to get through traffic. I was so tired. Yeah, it took me a while to get over to where KDOT was on that. But it was, if you go back and watch that video, it was chaotic. It was crazy. It was one of the craziest videos I've done in a while. The Big Trouble in Aurora video. So check it out if you haven't had a chance. Replay crew, Elron says, cops not protecting and serving. Yeah. 100%. Bernie's wishing Poe to get better. Thank you, Bernie. And then, of course, MLH with some emojis. Thank you very much, Keeper. Sue Adams, thanks for the video. Thank you for commenting, Sue Adams. Appreciate that. That was only 13 hours ago. Wow. That was the last comment. Okay, let's see if we got any. You guys think we have any held for review comments? Let's see. Nope. No hate comments this week. That's awesome. Let's go to the mentions. Citizen Z, 31 minutes ago. Thank you for putting that out there, Citizen Z. Appreciate that. Carrie Ann 6 days ago. Give me a thank you. No thanks needed, Carrie Ann. Your channel is fabulous. Hellgear mentioned me in a post. Thank you very much, Hellgear. And Bluto, of course, mentioned me. Some good, fine people there. All right, let's transition back over here. Let's have a little chat about the rest of the week. So tonight I'll be doing the talk show. Let's Talk, episode 3 tonight. I don't really know what we're going to talk about, but that's pretty much left up to you guys and gals. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna have you guys on. Stuff like that. We're gonna have you guys call in. I'll have a call-in number for you guys, one at a time, and we can talk about whatever's on your mind. So there you go. Let's see. What else? What do we got here? Okay, so tonight at 7 Eastern, make sure you join me then. We'll have a ton of fun there. Tomorrow is Bernie's awesome hot tub show at 9 Eastern. Make sure you join for that. Like I said, it's a little bit of adult karaoke fun. Monday through Wednesdays, I usually reserve for cop watching / protesting, Scientology in particular. So you can catch me on any of those days at any time doing various things. Maybe I'll do a Colfax run. Maybe I'll do a cop watch. Maybe I'll do some Scientology protesting, etc. Thursdays I like to take completely off, but I haven't had a Thursday off in months. Friday is my show RP Grinders at 7 Eastern, twitch.tv/RP Grinders. And then, of course, Saturday we start to cycle again with the Comment Show, which you guys are a part of now. And, the talk show, Let's Talk, at 7 Eastern Time. Let me give you guys a quick announcement. This is a big announcement. So I will be in Las Vegas with Bernie and my son and Bernie's son. We're all going to do like a little mini family reunion. And we would love for anybody to come. So if you have some time off in October, the third week of October, we will be in Las Vegas from the 23rd through the 26th, I believe. Actually, the 27th, but we'll be leaving the 27th. So if you guys can make it to Las Vegas, we would really love to see you all out there. Everybody is invited, all of the chatters, everybody, content creators, chatters, etc., members. It would be a fun time. I would love to meet more of you out there. I know Pup Groomer said she will try to get out there during that week. It would be fabulous to meet her. Carrie Ann said she's thinking about it, which would be awesome. If you got out there, I would just love to meet everybody out there. I'm not a I know I kind of come off and look sometimes like I'm grumpy and I'm unapproachable, but I'm actually very approachable. And if you see Bernie, if Bernie sees you and I guarantee you will get a hug from Bernie. That's just a given. You will get a hug from Bernie. So if you see Bernie and she sees you and you start talking to me, just expect a hug because it's coming. So yes, love to see you guys out there. I will be doing some cop watching out there in between, having a lot of fun. It's just the nature of what I do. I can't help it. Anywhere I go, if I see something, I have to film it. So there might be some of that out there. I just hope that we all have a good... I know we're all going to have a great time. And if you meet me out there, let's have a great time together. We'll do a tiny bit of gambling. I'm not a huge gambler, but there'll be a little bit of slot play. I might do a video on that. There'll be, obviously fun times. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. It's going to be crazy, crazy fun. Later, Flea Factory, nice to have you here. Oh, Walmart shopping. Yeesh. Buy your own bottle? Well, absolutely. Come on over. We might be staying at uh, the Venetian. I think we're going to stay at the Venetian. They got nice hotels there, and I usually get a flyer that allows me to stay there for free. Basically, I just have to pay the resort fees. You know, those $50 a day resort fees, which are ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, Nunya, please, you and HCO definitely, it would be awesome. So the 23rd through the 26th or 27th. I know Becky said that she's going to try to make it there. Um, yeah, that would be awesome, Becky, to see you there. It would be awesome to see Nunya and HCO there. Um, yeah, she'll try. No promises. Carrie Ann says, no pressure at all. Carrie Ann, we would love to see you there and meet you, and big hugs for sure. Um, yeah, make those plans, Becky. Head on over there. 23rd through the 26th, basically, is what it's gonna be. Who else? Harry Nuts might be there, so that would be a lot of fun. Him and In Stitches, that would be fabulous. They're great people. I've got a harvest party that weekend. Dang it, Fab Daddy, that would have been awesome if you could have made it. But anybody else is more than welcome. I'd love to see any and everybody there. Flights to Vegas are usually really cheap. If you could get the time off, that would be really, really cool. Big City Nights is the song for tomorrow, Nunya says. Yes, it's going to be a ton of fun. All right, everybody, I think that's all I got. But before I leave, I just want to remind you guys, if you guys are struggling with your own mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's also a call-in number, a 988. Those three simple digits in North America will get you connected with a professional that can help you out, listen to whatever you have to say. If you're afraid to talk to somebody, you can also text that number. And if you live anywhere else other than North America, just type in your browser of choice, mental health help, and that will, click on any of those links and they will get you connected with somebody that can help you out. All right. I think that's about it. Don't do anything rash without talking to somebody is basically the message. All right. Thank you to everybody in chat. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tonight for Let's Talk, Episode 3, call-in show, like an old school call-in show. And I do it old school. Like I have to hold my phone up to the mic type thing. So, it's like an old throwback show. So I hope you guys enjoy that. See you all tonight. Have a great day, everyone. See you all on the flip side.